Hi everyone, I'm Yolanda. Welcome to my channel. And today I will be making vanilla cupcakes. And I will also be demonstrating some of the Russian tips that I own. I have a small collection of them and I like to show some of them to you. Let's get started. This recipe calls for cake flour. In the information window of this video, I've shown you how to make cake flour. The recipe and all the details of the recipe are listed in the information window. Our first step will be to combine all the dry ingredients: the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Remember that this recipe calls for cake flour, and I have the instructions how to make cake flour in the information window as I mentioned before. Next, I will cream the butter with the sugar. I first start to whip the butter a little bit, and then little by little I will add the sugar until they are both creamed. Scraping the sides and starting the mixer again, just to be sure that all the butter and the sugar combine. Once the sugar and the butter are creamed, we will add the eggs one by one. Scraping the sides always to make sure that everything is combined. Then after everything is combined, I will start adding the dried ingredients and the milk. Now I will start adding the dried ingredients and the liquid at a low speed. I start with dried ingredients and I will finish with dried ingredients. Every time I add the dried ingredients, then I will add some of the liquid. I will also add the vanilla extract. Always scraping the sides to make sure that all of the ingredients are well combined. I have already lined my cupcake tray with some cupcake lining, and now I am pouring 2 tablespoons of the batter onto the cupcake lining. You should not add a lot of the batter because then when the batter rises, it's going to spill all over the tray, and you don't want that. You want a nice and round cupcake. I will then take the tray to my preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will bake for 20 minutes or until done. I am now spreading some buttercream on my cupcake. This is very important when you are piping with a Russian tip. The tip needs to be attached to some buttercream or icing so that when you pipe the decoration, it can attach to the buttercream that has already been spread over the cupcake or the cake. So this step is very important. It is important that you ice your cupcake first. Two-tone flowers are beautiful, and you can achieve this effect when you pipe with a Russian tip by placing some of your buttercream over a plastic or a piece of saran wrap. You spread your main color in a rectangular shape just like I'm doing right now. Now we are going to spread a strip of the contrast color. In this case, in my case, is white. Because I want the center of my flower to be white, I'm going to spread some of the white buttercream over the pink, which is my main color. And I'm just going to spread it from one end to the other, just like this. Now I'm going to take one side of the plastic wrap and I'm going to fold it over. You can fold it over towards the center or towards the side, whatever is easier for you. And you're going to peel it back just like this, so you have placed the buttercream on top of the other half of buttercream. I turn it around because it's easier for me. Now I'm going to take the other side and I'm just going to bring it over. It's like if I'm making a sausage, and then I'm going to roll it. And then I'm going to take both ends and twist them in different directions, just like this. Now I'm going to take my tip and I'm going to fit it to my pastry bag, and I'm going to cut one of the ends of the sausage that I made and insert it in my pastry bag inside of the Russian tip, and that is it. I'm going to start with tip number 5. I'm going to pipe, and I'm not going to release and pull like I usually do with other decorations. This is hard to tell when to release because the height of the flower depends when you stop squeezing. This, with practice, you get much better. You can make, with the same tip, you can make a long flower like a tulip or a short flower. The best way to explain it is as you pull up, then you decide when to release the pressure. And this is what I mean. With the same tip, when I pull short. And look how short these flowers are compared to the previous one. Using the same tip, but the pressure when I pull is short. You see the difference between the first and the one that I just made. Let's pipe some other ones with tip number 11. And if you don't like how a petal came out, just remove it and pipe another one. That's all. Right now I'm using tip number 6. I'm going to make different flowers with this one. These are shorter. With this yellow, I'm using tip number 2. And here I'm combining 2 tips. Tip number 2, which is the yellow one, and tip number 6, which is the blue one. And to make the leaves, I'm going to use tip number 352, the leaf tip. And I'm going to use a pastry bag without a coupler. And if you don't have the 352 leaf tip, you can use a pastry bag. See how all these leaves on this cupcake, I have piped with this pastry bag, no tip. So the way you do this is as follows. I am going to show you. You will take a bag, a pastry bag, and you're going to fold the tip in half, and you are going to cut the tip in a slant. For the rest of the cupcakes, I'm going to pipe with the leaf tip 352. Just like this. What you want to do is you want to pipe the leaves where there is a gap. You fill it by piping a leaf, a small one, don't need to be big. Pipe your leaves in any direction. Maybe you could move the tip up and down and make a ruffle. Or you can just pipe them straight. It's up to you. It's your decoration. So you be creative and you make the cupcake look as beautiful as you want it to look. So here I'm going to show you some of the cupcakes that we've already decorated. Let me just show you a couple of them. And to make this stand, all I used was 2 cake boards and a drinking glass in the middle, just to display my cupcakes. Very easy to make. And these are some other cupcakes that I didn't get to show because of time. But these I made before, and I just want to share them with you. So this has been all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting. Please share this video, and if you would like to receive more tutorials like this and you would like to subscribe to my channel, you may do so. I will see you back here again with another tutorial. In the meantime, again, thank you and God bless. Enjoy the rest of the video.